So this I call the crossbody tree, sort of inspired by the Pilates tree on the reformer, where you would climb down and up while you're on the short box. This I create a platform with one half of my body as I'm using this leg as the tree to shift and find a deeper back body spiral stretch in the sort of clamshell side of the body. Okay, so to set this up, first we'll do it with, let's take it first with the right leg will come down. So in order to measure that, we're going to start again with approximately hip width apart, and you're just going to let that right leg fall down. It's going to shift you onto that right seat, sort of that right bony nub, that right greater trochanter. And then we're going to have our left leg is going to come out long, and we're going to use it as a tree. So you're going to cross over with your right hand, and you're going to grab that head of your fourth toe, that base knuckle of your fourth toe. That's the head of your fourth metatarsal. I'm going to do this a little bit on an angle just so you can see. We have the leg come out long, and first thing we do, not so much worrying about this shoulder for now, just make sure that you soften your chin, you soften your sternum. And that allows us to sort of balance that back body stretch in that hoop so that nobody gets angry while we train the weight shift. So you can use this hand a little bit to help assist as we find that right sits bone, right seat, right greater trochanter, and exhaling as we come back to center pelvis, sort of center lower sacrum. We shift carefully, noticing that that left seat is coming up and off and coming back home. I'm always keeping the leg, the feet, the toes stay as vertical as possible as I shift over in space. Okay? To take this into the full stretch, we're going to shift into that right seat as we curl the sternum, soften the shoulder, let it glide up, forward and away. It's the introversion, so that shoulder blade is elevating, laterally rotating, and protracting. And then we exhale, we come back home. I shift into my right seat as I push away in that fourth metatarsal head in my foot, sort of pushing through in a demi-point, that gas pedal foot, and exhaling. And I shift, I inhale into the stretch, and exhaling. I can also go the opposite direction where I shift into my left side. This hand, fingertips facing me, help me to curl my sternum, shift deeper into it, and this shoulder introverts, elevating, laterally rotating, and protracting, and we shift back towards center. I can inhale, shifting into here, making sure that my leg doesn't swing out, but it stays squared off in front of me as my heart spirals out, and exhaling. We can inhale and exhale. I can also take it both sides at once, where I shift into the right and I shift back into the left, inhaling into the shift and exhaling as we return, inhaling into the shift and exhaling as we return. Again, Romana Krzyzanowska used to say 3 to 5 reps with a max of 10. Be nice to yourself about it. Sort of take some time to find the weight shift, sort of find that gooiness in the shape so that the shoulders are never really gripping too much into the movement. Just keep soft sternum, soft chin, and that should help to protect everything. Just so you see what it looks like on the other side, we'll have legs about hip width apart. Let that clamshell fall down in the left leg to support. We'll have the right leg comes out. We cross over with the hand to grab the head of the fourth metatarsal on the right foot. Again, I'm just going to shift into that right body and exhaling as I come back home. I inhale, shift into that right body. As I shift linearly with the pelvis, my sternum spirals through. My shoulder comes up, out, and away, that introversion. I get that elevation, lateral rotation, protraction, and exhaling, inhaling into the shift, and exhaling. I can also go the other direction where I shift into my right sits bone. Hands help me to tuck my tail under, try to soften the butt, scoop in pelvic floor, curl the sternum back. Should feel kind of like you're reclining in a chair. And we inhale into that stretch. Inhaling, sorry. And exhaling as we come home. Inhaling as we shift. And exhaling one last time and inhaling. Feel that tail tuck under to give you that maximal stretch up and out of the pelvis, up all the way through the back of the shoulder girdle. And exhaling. We can go reciprocally or back and forth where we go to the left and then inhale to the right. Inhale to the left and inhale to the right. We let that come down. Again, locomote after you're done. Either walk on the butt, get up, walk around. Just feel your relationship with the floor. Find that soft sternum, little scoop of pelvic floor. Just make sure everything is resonating. And that is our crossbody tree.